April 7, 2021. A quiet suburban street in Rock Hill becomes the scene of unimaginable horror. Six people are dead, among them a respected doctor, his wife, two young children, and two men simply doing their job. The killer? A former professional football player, his name, Phillip Adams. But this story is not just about murder. It's about what happens when the brain itself begins to break. Phillip Adams was once a rising star, fast, disciplined, focused, a standout athlete with a future that seemed certain. He played college football at South Carolina State University, where he built a reputation as a skilled defensive back. Phillip wasn't trouble. He was quiet, driven. Football was everything. In 2010, Adams entered the NFL. Over 6 seasons, he played for multiple teams, including the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. But behind the glory, something invisible was building. Football is a game of inches and impacts. Every collision carries a cost. Scientists have long studied the effects of repeated head trauma. At the center of that research is a devastating condition known as Chronic Traumatic Encephalopathy. CTE cannot be diagnosed in the living. It reveals itself only after death. Symptoms may include memory loss, aggression, depression, paranoia, impulsive behavior. Adams alone, isolated, restless. Those close to Adams began noticing changes, mood swings, withdrawn behavior, moments of confusion. His father, Alonzo Adams, would later say, "I think the football messed him up." April 7, 2021. At a home belonging to a respected physician, Robert Leslie and his wife Barbara Leslie, life was ordinary. Until it wasn't. Gunshots. Sudden, violent. Adams arrived, armed. What followed was swift and brutal. He killed Robert Leslie, Barbara Leslie, 69. Their grandchildren, Ada 9 and Noah 5. Then, outside the home, to air conditioning workers, James Lewis and Robert Shook were also shot and killed. 6 lives, gone in moments. Hours later, Phillip Adams was found dead inside his home, a self-inflicted gunshot wound. No note, no explanation, only questions. After his death, Adams' brain was examined by researchers. The findings were shocking. He had an unusually severe case of chronic traumatic encephalopathy, far worse than expected for someone his age. Damage was found in areas controlling emotion, impulse control. Expert voiced calm, clinical. This level of CTE can dramatically affect behavior, including aggression and paranoia. But here lies the question that divides experts. Did CTE cause the violence, or simply contribute to it? Phillip Adams' case is not isolated. In 2021, Noah Green drove his car into a barricade at the U.S. Capitol, killing Officer William Evans. After his death, he too was found to have CTE. And in another case, Robert Card showed evidence of traumatic brain injury before carrying out a mass shooting. Each case adds to a growing concern. Is there a link between repeated head trauma and extreme violence? Adams' family believes the answer is yes. They have filed legal action initially against South Carolina State University, alleging negligence in protecting players. Now, they seek to include the National Football League. Their argument, that years of repeated hits, without adequate warning or protection, led to irreversible brain damage, and ultimately, tragedy. Football is a game loved by millions, but for some, the cost may come long after the final whistle. Phillip Adams was not just a killer. He was also a man whose brain had been profoundly damaged. 6 innocent people lost their lives, families shattered forever, and a question remains unanswered. How many more hidden injuries are waiting to surface? If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, seek help.